When most of us think of sugar, it evokes sweetness, comfort, or a quick burst of energy, a treat, a fizzy soda, or a sweetened coffee that perks us up on a long day. Rarely do we imagine that this same sugar could act as a catalyst, accelerating cancer cells and giving them the energy to spread. Yet a recent study published in Nature Metabolism reveals that sugary beverages, rich in fructose and glucose, can interact with an enzyme called SORD to literally turn colorectal cancer cells into sprinters. While this sounds alarming at first glance, the study also brings hope, insight, and practical ways to intervene, offering both scientific clarity and empowering guidance. Imagine the body as a vast, bustling city. Most cells are like diligent citizens who maintain order, repair infrastructure, and manage the traffic of nutrients and energy. Cancer cells, however, are like vehicles that normally stay within a single neighborhood. They can grow locally, but they are typically constrained. Enter sugar in the form of a drink, and SORD, the molecular engine that converts sugar into usable energy. This combination provides cancer cells with a turbo boost, giving them the speed, agility, and endurance to leave their home territory and metastasize to new parts of the body. What begins as a simple indulgence, a soda or a sweetened tea, becomes, at the cellular level, a source of fuel that transforms otherwise constrained cells into fast-moving sprinters capable of spreading disease. The encouraging aspect of this research is the precision it provides. For decades, scientists have suspected a link between sugar and cancer progression, but the mechanisms were unclear. Now we can see the pathway in action. Sugar fuels SORD. SORD energizes cancer cells, and cancer cells gain mobility. This clarity is incredibly powerful because it reveals a tangible target for intervention. Therapies could be designed to regulate or inhibit SORD, effectively slowing down these cellular sprinters without affecting normal metabolism. What once seemed like an uncontrollable process is now a specific pathway that science can address strategically, opening doors for treatments that are smarter, more precise, and more effective. At the same time, the study offers practical takeaways for everyday life. Reducing sugary beverage consumption is not just a lifestyle suggestion, it is a proactive measure to limit the fuel that cancer cells rely on to metastasize. Choosing water, unsweetened teas, or whole fruits instead of sugar-laden drinks can slow the pace of these cellular sprinters, helping to maintain balance in the body and giving healthy cells the environment they need to thrive. Even small, consistent choices become meaningful acts of prevention, showing that knowledge can translate directly into action. Another positive insight comes from understanding the nuance of SORD itself. This enzyme is not inherently harmful. It is essential for normal metabolism and energy production in healthy cells. The problem arises only when excess sugar meets cancer cells, creating the perfect conditions for metastasis. This specificity is empowering because it allows interventions to be targeted, intelligent, and minimally disruptive to normal cellular function. It shows that biology is not simply a set of threats to avoid, but a system with opportunities to guide, influence, and optimize. Ultimately, metastasis, when sugar drinks turn cancer cells into sprinters, reframe sugar from a general risk to a defined molecular influencer, and it transforms an alarming observation into a story of knowledge, prevention, and control. Every sip of a sugary drink has a consequence at the cellular level, but with awareness, lifestyle adjustments, and future therapeutic strategies, we can slow these cellular sprinters, redirect their path, and limit cancer's reach. The sugar may give them temporary speed, but understanding, informed choices, and targeted science provide the tools to reclaim control, protect the body, and transform a potentially frightening scenario into one of hope, opportunity, and resilience.